Hello grade 8s, this is a very quick video on surface area, and I've got the shapes that are very common. We have a cube, a rectangular prism, a triangular prism. We have then also another triangular prism, more with a right angle triangle, and we have two cylinders. Okay, so those are the common shapes. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try to figure out the total area of all the faces added together, and the units are in squared units. So we have a square here on this face of this cube, and obviously with these tick marks it shows you that every face, the front, the right, the top, the back, and then there's a left side and a bottom underneath. There are 6 sides and they're all the same shape, which is a square. So one face is L squared. That's the formula for the area of a square. But since we have 6 sides, we will use the formula 6 times L squared. So surface area of a cube is really simple because we follow this formula. So the substitution, 6 times L, L is 5 squared. So 6 times 5 squared, if you were to type that in your calculator, basically it's 6 times 25, and that equals to 150 centimeters cubed. And that is our final answer for the surface area of the cube. Okay, rectangular prism, a little bit more work here. So this is how we do it. I'm going to refer to this face as the front. This side is the right side, this rectangle. This is the top. Over here we have a back side. Underneath we have a bottom side. And over here we have a left side. Okay, so once every side's labeled, then what we did in class was we labeled, we would put front, back, left, right, top, bottom, and basically we're gonna find the area of all those, and then we're gonna find the total surface area. Okay, so front side, this rectangle right here, the front is a 4 by 7, so we're gonna write 4 times 7. And of course, 4 times 7 is 28. And the back side and the front side are the same. So the opposite sides in class, we would say they're twins. So front and back are the same. 4 times 7, 28. Okay, so next we're going to do is the right, left and right. Now again, left and right, those are twins. So I'll just find the left and then I'll double it. And so we'll have the same answers here. So left is, it's 4, this rectangle back here. Well, if you look at the right, it's 4 this way and 10 this way. So the right side is 4 by 10, which is 40. And the left is its twin, so 4 by 10 is 40. And that takes care of those 2 sides. So now we have top and bottom. So the top side is 7 this way, 10 this way. 7 by 10 is 70. And the bottom is exactly the same. And now basically we add up all the faces, the area of all the faces, and we'll get our total. So I'm just going to take my calculator here, and it looks like we have, well, I can do a shortcut here. This is 140, this is 80, and these two are 56. So if my math is not incorrect, it looks like 276 meters are the units squared. And that is the final surface area of that shape. Okay, over here we have the surface area of a tent shape. So we have the front, we have the right, over here we have the left, over here we have the back, and over here we have the bottom. Okay, so with surface area of these, we're going to start with the front, the back, which are twins, the left and the right, in which this case, the left and right, there's a tick mark here and tick mark here. So I know the left and right are exactly the same. And we have the bottom, and I notice the bottom is longer. This is 15 by 22. Okay, so formula for area of the front is a triangle. Triangles are base times height divided by 2. That's just the formula. So the base of the triangle is 15. So we go 15 times 9 divided by 2. Okay. The back is exactly the same. 15 times 9 divided by 2. Okay, so when we do that, we get an answer of 67.5. So 67.5 for both. Okay, the left, right, and the bottom, these are all rectangles, so we don't have to use the formula base times height divide 2. We don't divide 2. We just stick with our formula length times width. Okay, so length of the left and the right, I'll just do the right. The right is 9 by 22. And so is the left, 9 by 22. So 9 by 22 gives us an answer of 198. 198 for the both of them. And finally, we have the bottom. So the bottom is a 15 by 22, 15 by 22. And once we get that, then we're going to add them all up. So 330. Now we're going to add up to get the total surface area. So let's do the math here. So 330, add 198 and another 198 and 67 and a half and 67 and a half. And looks like we get 861 units are feet squared or square feet. Okay, so that is the surface area of a tent. Okay. Here's the surface area of also another tent. This is the front. This is the right. This is the left on this side. And this is the back. And this is the bottom. Okay, so we've labeled all the sides. So we got front, back, left, right, bottom. And we're going to figure out the area of those and get the total SA. Okay, so once again, triangles, front and back are twins. Base times height, divide 2. So we go 15 times 12 divided by 2. Same for the back, 15 times 12 divided by 2. The left and the right are not the same. We have to do these individually. So let's do the left. The left is 12 by 28. So 12 times 28. And 12 times 28 gives us an answer of 336. The right side is 19 by 28. And that gives us an answer of 532 equals 532. And finally, the bottom is 15 by 28. So those rectangles are all different sizes. 15 by 28 gives us an answer of 420. And now we're going to add all of them up. Oh, sorry, forgot to do the front and the back. So 15 by 12, then we divide that by 2, and we get 90. So these two are 90 and 90. Now we add them all up. So we have 90, add 336, add 532, add 420, and I've got 1,468 meters squared for area. Okay, these are easy actually, because when we did this in class, the surface area of a cylinder comes with a formula. So the formula is 2 times pi times radius squared plus pi times d times h. This is the formula. This is our height, and radius is halfway across the circle, so that was given. And the diameter is twice the radius. So the diameter of this one here is 2 times 6. So the diameter of this circle is 12. So these are all the numbers I need. Now I'm just going to substitute. So it's 2 times pi, which is stored on your calculator, times radius, which is 6 squared, add pi times diameter, which is 12, times the height, which is 15. We type all of that in, so give me a second. So 2 times pi times 6 squared, and you can use your squared button, add pi times 12 times 15, and I've got 791 and 0.68. I like to round it off to two decimals. This is centimeters squared. Okay, that's the answer. It's really simple. We're going to do the same thing for this one. 2 times pi times radius squared plus pi times d times h. Okay, so we notice that the height is 3. This is the diameter. The diameter is already 4, so the radius is half of that. So the radius is 2 meters. Okay, so now we just plug in our numbers. We go 2 times pi times 2 squared, radius 2, plus pi times diameter 4 times height 3. Type that all in. 2 times pi times 2 squared, add pi times 4 times 3, and we get 6283 meters squared. That's the surface area of a full can or a full cylinder. Okay, so anyway, that's our 6 shapes. I hope you understand that lesson. Feel free to go back and re-listen and pause this video until you understand. And I'd like to sign off, and I hope you understood my lesson.